everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with B. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for returning. We are here for another coffee chat and whip. This weekend I went camping. I went over to River Ridge Park in Cecil, Arkansas. We'll talk a little bit more about that. I did do a little bit of a whip and chat earlier on that, but we'll go into more detail. Anyway, I want to thank everybody, all of my subscribers who have recently subscribed. Thank you so much for deciding to stick around. I have gained like 10 more subscribers in the last month or so. So thank you. And I also want to give thanks to all the past subscribers who are still subscribed to my channel. Anyway, today I am just using one of these big white trays. I'm using my little, I've got my pen. I think I got this off of Amazon. I'm not for sure. But it's got the cat-eared tips in it. I've got the 2-placer and the single placer. And then I also have, and I'm working on wolf dream catcher. Anyway, so if you notice, this is in a different spot of my house right now. I have it set up a little bit different because I've got to rearrange my craft room a little bit. So we are in here for right now. And whenever I went to set this up at the campground, it was really, really, really windy. So I had a few issues in getting it up. I was going to record it, but that did not work out the way that I wanted it to. So first thing that happened was every time I get one of my little bags open to kit it up with, I would have some blow off of the table. And then the second thing that happened was I had thought that I had some scissors with me. Looked all over the van, looked everywhere for the scissors, could not find them whatsoever. So I decided to use my knife that I use for cutting the plastic and stuff. And then I found it took me twice as long as normal to get this kitted up. And then after I get it all kitted up and I am setting up in my van trying to work on this because I could not work on it outside. It was just too windy. And if you saw my last video, you saw all of the little dandelion fuzz that was blowing around. So I didn't want all that to get stuck on my canvas. So I set it up so that I could work in my van on it while I looked out the window. Anyway, as I was just finishing setting it up, I found my little pouch that had my scissors in it. And I knew I brought scissors. I bring scissors with me everywhere. I always have scissors with me. But anyway, I finally got it set up. And as you can see, this is how much I've gotten done on it so far. Right up in here working on this little strip. I did not section this off like I normally do with the release papers. I just started working from bottom to top, and I'm doing like a strip at a time basically. So right now I'm going to work on this over here. Anyway, that was one of the first things that happened. Rivers Ridge Campground was for a free campground. I think it was pretty nice. I don't expect a whole lot whenever they are free campgrounds to stay at, so that was a good thing. It didn't cost anything there. But another thing that happened there is I actually walked around the whole campground trying to give y'all a little bit of a tour of it, and I was going to do a voiceover because of all the wind. You could hear all the wind and everything in it. Or I thought that you would be able to hear all the wind in the microphone as I was walking around, so I was just going to do a voiceover once I got back to the van. Well, that didn't work either because I ended up not even hitting the record button. Walked around the whole campground trying to record and didn't record a thing. So, y'all did not get to see that little tour. I did put some clips in my last one of stuff that I did get recorded. And at the end of one of them, there was something that I was looking at through the trees. Well, whenever I walked down there to see what it was, and it was actually a rock in the water that was standing straight up, and then it had another flat type of rock laying on top of it, and it was stuck to the top of it. I don't know how they did it, but that is what it was that I saw from the trees of the little parking lot. Anyway, what is everybody working on? If y'all have any questions or if you have any comments about things that you would like to see me do on my channel, let me know. If you just have any questions in general, as long as they are not really personal, I'll go ahead and give you some answers to those. Today, I'm going to try to do a little bit of a shout out for a few people. One of those is Becky Sloan. So glad that you joined my channel, watching all the videos and everything. If you haven't checked out her channel, go ahead and go over there and check it out. I will try to link it down in the bottom of this video, along with Crafty Chef Diamond, Diamond Paint with Lazy Retired Granny, and DP Crazy Lady. If you want to go and check out all of those channels, they are all working on this wolf painting or a similar wolf painting. So they go ahead and go over there and check them out as well. But my grandkids just went home today. And I was watching them for a little bit until their mom got off work. And they actually just left. I guess I need to actually diamond paint some on this. I need number 301. And a while back, whenever I've had this painting in my stash for a long time. Anyway, my daughter had looked at it at one time because she was looking for something. I think she had it and messed up a color or something and was checking because I still had this one. Well, she took out the sheet on it and I found it and I was going to put it back in with it later and I never did. So somehow I managed to lose my little sticker sheet with the picture and everything on it. So I had to make my own labels. And once again, I am using my Dollar Tree basket with these bigger bags. It works out really well for me. And my allergies are acting up a little bit. You will see that I have problems with my allergies a lot. Anyway, I couldn't find my little sheet that went to this, so I had to make my own. That's okay, though. It's not that big of a deal. I just wish that I had it for my logbook. But it'll be okay. Anyway, it's been raining all afternoon. Managed to get a little bit of laundry done today. Get caught up on stuff. We actually invited my grandkids and all them down last night to eat dinner down here because we had gone grocery shopping and they actually had those spiral hams on sale for like almost half price. So we went ahead and picked one of those up. Well, that's a lot more ham than we can eat ourselves, so just the three of us. So we invited them down to have some, and there was still a bunch left even after everybody ate all that they wanted of it. I heated some up today and had it for lunch. But, okay. Let's see. Is there any more twos anywhere else? Nope. But, so they were all down here last night, and as my daughter was leaving with the grandkids, I heard the little girl, the youngest one, she was all excited and telling her mama she had so much fun down here. Anyway, she loves coming down here because as soon as she walks in the door, I've got a computer set up in my living room, and it's mainly just used for the kids. They mainly just come in, and she will go over there, and the first thing she'll ask, Nanny, you turn on my TV, which is the computer she wants me to put YouTube on. Well, I'll put it to the kids' shows and stuff, and then it's a touch screen, so she can go through there and pick which one that she wants. So it's just, she loves being able to watch that. And and that's what she did, other than whenever she was eating. That's what she did the whole time that she was here, was watch what she calls her TV. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead. I think I want to do that one, which is 3776. I have these all in DMC order, so it's easier for me, which is almost the way that it is on here, but not quite, because for some reason they put the 138 all the way down at the bottom. With Diamond Art Club, I've had them do that to one other painting, and that was Lady Liberty or something like that. It was by Hannah Lynn. Other than that, I've never seen them put any of the AB colors at the bottom. Normally they're all at the top, and then the special drills are at the bottom. But with this one they did, which is no big deal. Anyway, we're working on this part. What else can I tell you about? There was something else that happened while I was camping. Oh, I ended up coming home from camping and decided, and I had all intentions of going up to Mount Nebo in order for my last day of camping. Well, that just really didn't work out, because by the time that I got to leave, after paying bills and getting a few things done here in town, it was just way too late to drive all the way to Russellville and then on to Mount Nebo. So I decided just to stay at Spadra Park in Clarksville, which is a very nice park. It's got electric water on some of them, and then there are the shared water spots where you can always get water. Well, I stopped by and I got my tent and set it up so that I could leave if I needed to. And all that. And I didn't get there till like 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And I did stay overnight. I tried the air mattress thing with my van. And once again, I'm going to have to figure something else out. Just so it's more comfortable for me whenever I go camping. I'm going to have to try to make some type of bed for me, regular bed in there. That is a little bit more comfortable to use. And it did get kind of chilly on Monday night whenever I stayed there, but I always carry a little heater with me. I can't run it off of my Jackery, but I was plugged in there, so I was able to turn it on a little bit in the morning to get the chill out of the van before I got up and got dressed. Anyway, I stayed around there for a little bit, and then I came home. I was home by 11 o'clock or so, I believe. I think, in a way, I would have rather just went back to the other campground and maybe set up the tent and stayed there that night. But that's okay. It all worked out. I had fun. I did not get any pictures of Spadra. Next time I go there, I will. That is one campground that I go to fairly often. Anyway. But overall, I really had a really good time. I went to see my mom today for a little bit. I spent about an hour with her. I try to go and see her at least once a week. In between the kids and all that, try to make sure I put that time aside for her. I know that I'm forgetting to tell y'all something. I cannot remember for the life of me what it was. DP Crazy Lady was working on this canvas as well, and she actually had some issues with these special drills. I myself have not had any issues with it. But like I said, mine is an older kit. I don't know if they changed something or they did something different in the reprints, or if it was just something that happened with her canvas. I'm so sorry that she had that deal with the customer service that way. I wish that it was better. But this one has a very good glue on this one because I have trouble even moving it over to cover that if I place it in the wrong spot. So this one has very good stick on it on those spots. One thing I have noticed is right in here, I don't know if you can see it, but right next to the drills, to the special drills, if there is any of the black ones, the black squares with the little white circle in the middle, which is the 310 color, it only printed the color of half of it. And I don't know why it did that, but it did. But other than that, with mine, I haven't had any trouble. I hope everybody does fine with all theirs. It looks like they give you just enough of these special drills. They don't give you any extras of them. But that's okay. As long as I got enough to do the whole thing, that's fine. But aren't they just so pretty? I love the colors of those special drills. Okay. There. But If you haven't watched all the last coffee whip and chat, be sure to go and check out that video. I've actually got pictures up of that one. For a free campground. It was really nice. I know that there was something else that I wanted to tell you and I can't remember. So I guess I'm just going to leave off right here. I hope you have a wonderful day. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you want to see in the future. And I will see you next time. Bye.